Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Hopefully everyone is having a fantastic day so far. Welcome back to week number 13 of building Crait in Lego, guys. This is absolutely an awesome week. If you guys were not aware, yesterday on Friday I live streamed building this guy, which is obviously the main focus of today's video. But first and foremost, I do want to let you guys know that if you have not checked out the midweek update where we pretty much finalized the Crash Ski Speeder, definitely go check that out. But I'm going to do a brief overview for those of you who had not seen the episode. Pretty much what I had here was I had some tiles here lined up as the skimmer line, and the idea was that it was actually shot down over here. That's why we kind of see some more indents in the ground, and as we go up gradually, obviously the ski speeder is going to kind of rise up on the ground. It's going to kind of grind up on that initial layer. Now this is obviously not finished up. I still need to add some stuff like the fire elements. We need to add some light up bricks for the actual fire elements. I did try and put some debris every now and then, but also I am waiting for the salt pieces to come in because obviously that is a very important factor into this baby. It's also going to make it look really good. I know that right now it might seem a little bit weird, might seem a little bit naked, I guess you can kind of say, but once we get those salt pieces in, once I get the salt line kind of in and around this entire area, it's going to look freaking awesome. Like I said before, we're going to be getting those fire elements, and we're also going to be getting the light up bricks. The plan right now, guys, is to actually put a light up brick right in the middle here, and maybe get some fire elements and put them around here, and also get the 1x2 dark trans clear bricks for a trail of smoke, which is going to probably be from around here rising up to about here. So it's really going to be awesome. That technique is something that Jay and Garrett are using in their Crait mock, and I really like how it looks. So like I said before, we get the fire coming soon as well as the smoke line. So this is not really finished, but in terms of the build itself, it is actually complete. So guys, let me know what you think about that. But if you want a more in-depth look at this guy, definitely go check out the midweek update, which I will leave a link to in the description of the video as well as at the end in the outro. But guys, getting on to this week's focus, we have finally completed one of the two Crait turrets. Now this guy is absolutely nuts. This is not my design. This is actually one of the moderators of my live streams. He came up with this. His name is Bailey. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description. But I'm going to take this guy off and show you guys actually a little bit more of an in-depth look about the turret itself. Now this guy is going to be reviewed in a completely separate video coming out very soon. So if you guys want to actually get a little bit more of an in-depth look as to what I'm going to give you guys today, definitely stay tuned for that. But this guy is phenomenal. It is the perfect scale for what I'm using. I'm just going to go grab a figure right here for you guys. But this scale is working phenomenally. This thing is about the height of 4 minifigures, so it's really good, and I think that this came out phenomenally. This is really super cheap too. I mean, building something like this, something so detailed and something so accurate to the Battlefront 2 game, it only cost me about $70, including shipping, so I really cannot complain about this guy at all. But moving on to it, there's actually 2 different layers in a roof. Obviously, we have the first floor here and the second floor there. Now, right now, there are no interior decorations because it's not really the easiest thing to take apart. There really is no modularity to it, so if I wanted to kind of take it apart and put a fig in there, put some details in there, it would be very difficult. I do plan on changing that fact, however. I do want to add some more awesome decorative stuff inside to make it look really good, but kind of as just a general overview, I spent about 3 hours yesterday building this thing. I know that sounds like a lot of time for such a small build, but the fact was that there were no instructions, so I actually couldn't build it with a set instructions. I kind of had to eyeball it and kind of make mistakes, kind of like a trial and error kind of feel with this build, but I think it came out really awesome. I really like how Bailey actually did this with the different cracks and nooks and crannies around the actual thing, making it look super realistic, giving it those natural man-made curves is super awesome. And just turning it around here, you guys can see we have the turret on the side with a few different grill and tile pieces, but the back is really awesome. Now these parts are not connected yet. I do have to get some more Technic pins for that guy, but I really am a fan of how this back turned out. I think it's a really sleek design. Obviously there are some pieces like here and here that I just had to use filler brick for. I'm going to go back in and change that eventually, but really guys, I wanted to show you this week about this design, more so to get your guys' opinion on it. If you guys weren't in yesterday's stream, this is the first time you're seeing this guy, but if you guys were in the stream yesterday, I think that the general consensus was that almost everybody loved this design. Obviously, I get more views on these segments than my live streams typically, so I know a lot of you guys probably haven't seen this yet, but I want to get your feedback. This thing is amazing. It works perfectly, and like I just said before, it really, the scale is just perfect with the mock. Now, unfortunately, it's not too stable, but really the plan is I'm going to have this guy somewhere around here. It locks in pretty much with the plates on the actual modular floor itself. And then obviously, if you guys can kind of imagine salt lines kind of going in and around it. Obviously, I have to make some drastic changes to the trenches because there has to be some doorways leading under the trench. I don't like how it looks right now, so don't worry. That's definitely going to change in the future. But really, guys, I'm super excited to show this to you guys. I think this is a great turret. It came out really well. The build time was pretty short, and I had a blast streaming this guy. But yeah, this is the main update for this week. I've been back at school lately, and I have a lot of exams coming up, so these next few segments throughout the next maybe 2 or 3 weeks are probably not going to be as impactful. However, I do plan on getting the actual salt pieces coming very soon. So there's definitely going to be probably at least 2 weeks just kind of me finishing the salt layers for everything, every part and nook and cranny of the actual mock. So that's kind of like the upcoming schedule, if you will. Yeah, guys, I'm super happy with the way this guy turned out. It's going to look amazing when I put it next to the ATM-6. If you can just kind of imagine, the ATM-6 is probably about this high. So I think that scale works really well with it. Obviously, this is not minifigure scale. The actual minifig scale one is a little bit taller than this, but the fact is why I wanted to shorten it was because of the base wall. I think if we got this any taller, it would kind of throw that base wall scale off. Now, obviously, this is going to be raised even higher because it's going to be on the 10 brick or 12 brick height, excuse me. But I think this looks great, guys. I really do want to get your opinions on this. This was a fantastic build. It was super fun. More importantly, it works great with the mock that I'm making. Guys, every mock out there is going to be different in some way, and builders and creators have to find the specific techniques that work best for them. That's kind of why I decided to do this different little technique for the crash ski speeder, not do those lines that Jay was doing, because I wanted to switch it up. I wanted to do a little bit of a crashed ski speeder, not so much them kind of swerving in and around. Again, adding that kind of differentiation between the mocks. And the same thing goes for the turret. This is not the original design. The original design is probably about 4 or 5 bricks higher, but the fact is that I shortened it because it works best for me, and I really strongly advise anybody who's making a mock to ignore what everybody says and just do what works best for you guys. So everyone, let me know down below what you guys think of this turret. Obviously, I'm going to get 2 of them, and I do want to apologize for why Crait looks the way it is. Pretty much, I find myself working on different plates at a time, and instead of standing up and reaching all the way over there to work on the ski speeder, I decided to stack up the plates in the back that I'm pretty much done with, other than the fact of me actually adding some salt technique pieces. So that's kind of why it looks a little weird. On a side note, I did add a lot more to the mountain, actually. I was about to say a little more, but we added probably about double the height, which is really looking good. I'm really liking how that's turning out. And then we started a little bit on the next mountains, on the right side of the base wall, I guess, or I guess the left side if you are looking out at the first order. So that's all some pretty awesome stuff. We've been working on a lot this week. We got the ski speeder done, we got one of the turrets done, and we have a considerable amount of progress done on the mountain. So guys, thank you all so much for watching. If you're brand new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. My name is Matt, and I'm obviously making this awesome Crait mock, which I will be bringing to Brick World Chicago, Brick Fair Virginia, and Brick Fair Edison, guys. So definitely smash the like button for me. Helps me out a ton. Let me know what your thoughts are on everything. Let me know what you think of the ski speeder, the turret, and the mountain itself. I want to thank you all so much for taking time out of your day to watch my videos, guys. You know that this stuff means the world to me. I always enjoy my videos and my content, making them with an audience that anticipates them. So guys, thank you so much for all your support in the past couple of weeks. We hit 2K subscribers last week. We got that giveaway going on, which I will leave a link to at the end of this video in the outro. But that's going to wrap it for today, guys. I hope you all have an amazing Saturday, and I'll see you later. Peace.